Well, good morning. It's 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, and we're on the road. Some fine, upstanding citizens of Leeds, North Dakota decided that to heck with anybody else, we're going to have a party. And it went through until, well, it was still going on. When I finally got so frustrated, I left. As you can see in the rearview camera, the sun is coming up behind us, and we're motoring west again. Going into looking on the GPS, you can see all the potholes. This is the part of North Dakota where there's all sorts of little ponds and sloughs and everything. Kind of interesting. And coming closer to Williamston, North Dakota, this was the epicenter of the major fracking boom in the U.S. It is not anywhere like it used to be at all. It's a lot of the camps are empty. Where before they couldn't have any. There was no vacancies. They were selling crap RVs for people to live in for huge amounts of money. But you can see some of the infrastructure is still here. It was really kind of neat to drive through here at night because the flare stacks were everywhere. It just lit up the whole surroundings. We don't go through the sort of the most built up area because they built a new bypass around Williamson, and so don't have to go through a lot of the traffic there. So unfortunately I can't show you any of that, but it was kind of neat to see it then and see it now. In case you hadn't noticed, we're back into Montana. I guess you're forgiven if you haven't really noticed. The scenery hasn't changed that much. It's a whole lot of prairie. Kind of nice to see a train on occasion. I guess Warren Buffett's probably making money since he owns the BNSF line. And back on the prairie again, and empty spaces, and so we kind of speed everything up here and get rolling through here in a hurry. Not that there's going to be a whole lot more to see, but we can try. I forget the name of this town. It's probably one of the bigger towns that we go through on Highway 2 through Montana, but it provides some distraction as you're going through. Now this is kind of a rarity. This is an Amtrak passenger train. You don't see them going by very often, especially in this part of the country. And after all that, we're approaching Sweetgrass, getting off the interstate here and going to check the mail. Now cleared customs an hour later, 10 people in front of us, but it took an hour to get across the border. Headed towards Lethbridge. You can see the skyline of Lethbridge in the distance. Made it through Lethbridge. The elevator ahead in Carmangay, and we're almost home.
1.25 miles. Turn left on Township Road 135A.
It's kind of been a fun trip. 7,700 kilometers round trip. Been a long haul, but very interesting. The weather, other than a couple of days of rain, has been absolutely gorgeous. Unfortunately missed the leaves back east, but all in all, it's good to get back home again, and actually a very short period of time before we turn it around and get ready to head south for the winter. So we're going to close this one off for now. Stay tuned. The next episode will be available shortly.